Good morning students. In this lecture, I am discussing the topic economic botany. What is economic botany? It's a division of botany that deals with the utilization of plants. Plants supply food directly to human as well as it feed livestock also. Besides, plants provide raw materials for several kinds of drugs and pharmaceuticals. Major percentage of people in the population still depend on farming to fulfill their basic needs. The production and distribution of plant products have important influence on the economic and social life of the nations of the world. Based on the use, the economically important plants are generally classified into cereals, millets, pulses, spices, vegetables, beverages, fiber yielding plants, dye yielding plants, etc. Let's see the cereals and millets. Cereals are the most important source of food and they form the staple food of the majority of humans, and they belong to the family Poaceae or Graminae, and their fruits are known as Caryopsis or grain, and that grain is rich in carbohydrates. Then what is millets? They are called minor cereals because they have small grains compared to cereals. So, these cereals and millets belong to the family Poaceae. And another difference is that generally the cereals generally require more rainfall than millets. But millets can widely grow in dry regions also. And the examples for the main cereals are rice, barley, wheat, oats, etc. And the millets are finger millet or ragi, pearl millet, foxtail millet, etc. Let's see wheat. Wheat is an example for cereal. It's a large sized grain, and there are different species of wheats are available. Here I am mentioning only one type, that is the common wheat. You have to study the binomial or the scientific name of the wheat and its family and its useful part. So what is the binomial? It is Triticum vulgare. Triticum vulgare is the binomial of common wheat, and it belongs to the family Poaceae. And the useful part and the economically important part is the endosperm, which we are consume. So next, the uses of wheat. As you all know, the main use of wheat is in the manufacture of flour for bread and cakes. That wheat flour is used for making cakes, breads, etc. And the flour is obtained by milling the grain, and the wheat is ground into atta, rava and maida. And these atta are used in the preparation of chapatis and breads, and the flour maida is used for making biscuits, cakes and pastries. And the wheat is also used for the production of alcoholic beverages and beer. Just like rice straw or paddy straw, wheat straw is used as fodder for cattle, and the straw is used as stuffing or packaging materials also. Next one is ragi. Ragi is highly nutritious and it looks like mustard seeds in appearance, and it is commonly called finger millet, and the binomial is Eleusine Coracanna. Eleusine Coracanna is the binomial and the morphology is same. It is endosperm. So binomial Eleusine Coracanna, family Poaceae, and the morphology of useful part is endosperm. Ragi is a millet. And the uses. Its flour is used for making cakes, pudding, porridge, etc. And it is rich in dietary fiber, calcium, protein and iron. So it is recommended as a wholesome food for diabetic patients. Its straw is also used as fodder for cattle and the grain is used in malting and brewing. Next important types are legumes or pulses. They are also known as grain legumes and they are the dried edible seeds of plants in the legume family or Fabaceae family. And they are rich in protein than in any other vegetable and are near to animal meat in food value. And the leguminous plants produce root nodules which are inhabited by nitrogen fixing bacteria which fix atmospheric nitrogen, thereby increasing the soil fertility. So these legume plants are often used in the practice of crop rotation to improving the soil fertility. Bengal gram, it's an example for a legume. It is one of the most important pulse crops of India. And its binomial is Cicer aratinum. Cicer aratinum and the family Fabaceae. The morphology of useful part is seed. This is Bengal gram. And the uses. What are the uses of Bengal gram? And it is rich in proteins. And the grain is largely consumed by human beings and it may be eaten in a roasted or boiled and a salted form. And the Bengal grams are used to make curries and these are one of the most popular vegetarian foods in India. And these tender leaves are used as vegetable also. And it serves as an energy and protein source as animal feed. Next important pulses are black gram. It is the common pulse of India and it is highly nutritious and contains proteins and carbohydrates. And its pods are used as vegetables. And the leaves and the upper part of the plants are used as fodder. And its flour is used in the preparation of idli, dosha, vada and pappadam, the favorite South Indian dishes. And it is also used as a green manure. And the gram is medicinally very important. It is used to cure rheumatism and paralysis. And the gram can also be used in many Ayurvedic medicines also. So these Bengal gram and black gram are the two examples of pulses. And the black gram, the binomial is Vigna mungo. Vigna mungo is the binomial. And the family is same as that of Bengal gram. It is Fabaceae and the morphology of useful part is seed. Let's have a look on spices. Spices are aromatic vegetable products and it may be a seed, fruit, root, bark or other plant substance primarily used for flavoring, coloring or preserving food. And these edible materials which are used more for their aromatic flavor than for their food value. And the most of the important spices are grown in India. And one of the important spice is the pepper. And it is the most widely used spice of the world. And the binomial of pepper is Piper nigrum. Piper nigrum is the binomial and the family is Piperaceae. And the morphology of useful part is the fruit, and this is the fruit of pepper. And these fruits are strongly aromatic and pungent. And the fruits contain the pungent alkaloid piperine. And it is used as both a spice and a medicine. And the pepper contains several vitamins and minerals, and vitamins like A, E and K, and calcium, copper, iron, magnesium, manganese, etc. are also present in pepper. And it helps in improving the digestion. And pepper increases the absorption of several vitamins and minerals, and it helps to stimulate saliva production, which help in the breakdown of food in the digestive system. And it is rich in antioxidants, which help the body to fight against oxidative stress and harmful pathogens. And this pepper is an important ingredient of many Ayurvedic preparations, and it's used to flavor all types of dishes. Next important spice is the cardamom. It is a pungent, aromatic, herbaceous and perennial plant in the ginger family. Its binomial is Elateria cardamomum. Elateria cardamomum is the binomial, and the family is Zingiberaceae. And the morphology of useful part is the seeds. Seeds of cardamom is the important part. And according to their uses, it's used for flavoring cakes, biscuits, curries, sweet dishes and drinks. And it also helps in improving digestion, and this is also an important ingredient of many Ayurvedic preparations. Oil from the seeds and the seeds itself are used to make medicines, and it is also used in soaps, creams and perfumes. These are some of the uses of cardamom. Next, economically important items are beverages. There are alcoholic and non-alcoholic refreshing drinks. And alcoholic beverages contain, of course, alcohols and are produced by fermenting the cereals and fruit juices. Here I am describing non-alcoholic beverages, which are stimulating beverages or refreshing liquids that are part of our daily diet. And the common non-alcoholic beverages are tea and coffee. And coffee is prepared from seeds and tea from leaves. They have refreshing, stimulating and medicinal properties. It is consumed in the whole world. And let us see the refreshing liquid coffee. Its binomial is Coffea arabica and the family Rubiaceae, and the useful part is fruit. And there are three species of coffee plants. They are Coffea arabica, Coffea robusta and Coffea liberica. Among them, Coffea arabica constitutes 80% of the total crops. In India, it is largely cultivated in Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. And the fruit of the coffee contains the stimulative alkaloid caffeine. And the roasted powdered seeds, it relieves fatigue and stimulates mind and body. And the alkaloid caffeine relieves headache, so it is used in several drugs. And it's also used to relieve the pain of migraines and also in the treatment of bronchial asthma. So these are some of the uses of coffee. Next is fiber yielding plants. They are second only to food plants in their usefulness to human. Primitive man used plant fibers for dyeing, thatching, and for eventually making their clothes. And actually these fibers are slender, thick-walled and sclerenchymatous cells having small lumen and tapering ends. And their cell wall is made up of cellulose, lignin, hemicellulose, etc. And these fibers are seen in various parts of the plants like stem, root, leaves, fruits, seeds, etc. And based on their uses, the fibers are divided into textile fibers, filling fibers, paper making fibers, etc. Here I am mentioning a cotton, textile fiber, important textile fiber, cotton. And its binomial is Gossypium herbaceum. Gossypium herbaceum is the binomial and its family Malvaceae. Malvaceae is the family and the morphology of useful part is the seed coat fibers. And this is the fruit of cotton, and inside that there are different number of seeds, and these seeds produce epidermal outgrowth. The seed coat produce epidermal outgrowth which forms the cotton. So the surface of each seed is covered with two types of hairs. They are long hairs and short hairs. The long hairs are called lind and the short hairs are called fuzz. So lind and fuzz. And the long hair, lind, represents the cotton fiber of commerce, and the fuzz, the short hairs, which is used for stuffing pillows, cushion, upholsteries, etc. And the seed oil of cotton is used in food and cosmetics, and the cotton seed cake is used as a cattle feed. So these are some of the uses of cotton. So I hope this video was useful to you. Thank you for watching.